I saw a name from Seattle, by the way, if you want to talk free agents for the Bills. Benjamin Solak is laying out his favorite free agent and team matches. And went like 1 through 5.
Yep.
Like this team needs this player. And for the Patriots, he gave them Alec Pierce. Said that the best deep ball thrower in the game, Drake May, needs the best deep ball receiver in the game, Alec Pierce. So he liked Alec Pierce as an idea for the Patriots. And for the Bills, it's a name I'm not sure if everybody will know exactly who it is. If you watched him in the Super Bowl, you would. This would kind of smack of New England signing Milton Williams after they beat the Chiefs, and Milton Williams is their big prize free agent.
Yep.
He goes to New England. It is, of course, pull up the first name here. Boye Mafe.
Oh, okay.
Edge guy Boye Mafe. Linebacker / edge, like 6'4",
speed
261
rusher.
Speed rusher.
Yeah.
Like he's a free agent, and if there's a guy you would target, it would be Boye Mafe.
He is your ultimate like pressures guy, not a lot of sacks guy, I think. Like 2 sacks this year, and he's never had double digit in a season. But I think there are some numbers that show like he's a lot better than the sack totals.
Yeah.
His career is 20 sacks in 4 seasons. So like those numbers are not eye-popping at all. Like that's not Max Crosby.
No.
Let alone, guys above that.
Well, the good news about having only that many sacks is it's not going to cost you $40 million.
That's a good point.
And you've got to, of course, as a team out there like the Patriots, when they signed Milton Williams, that was big money for like a transformative player to your defense. And it worked out great for them in year one. If we're looking for things to take away from the Super Bowl and take away from the champs or the Patriots are a team that lucky schedule, lots of stuff. Like, we'll put that aside for a moment. How did they build? Free agency. They built a lot of their team through free agency. And it's maybe not a total testament to you can do it that way, but they signed a ton of like 1-year mercenaries and just guys that are going to be there for a little bit. And whether that's Diggs and Mac Hollins or if it's Milton Williams, a big number for him, that's the guy. For Mafe, Boye Mafe, his market value per spot trek is $8 million.
Okay.
Which is not crazy, right?
No.
If you're a team like the Bills that can get $40 million in cap space, signing somebody like Boye Mafe, market value 2 years, 16, like that sounds like it would make sense.
His pass rush win rate, by the way, last year was higher than Max Crosby. He ranked 28th in the league. Didn't get to the quarterback a lot, but he was getting there. He was getting pressures. He was beating his man. And if he's costing me $8 million on a team that has cap problems and they don't have, I mean, they probably need a guy like that and somebody above him.
Oh, yeah.
Don't they? Like, they could, would it be too much to say they could get Max Crosby and Boye Mafe? You should have $8 million around after you make a move like that. If they were to make a move like that, if they were to get a Max Crosby, they still need to fill in the position elsewhere. It's like when this team, I don't think, had cap crunch problems like this one does, but it's like when the Bills signed Mario Williams to a $100 million contract, and like 2 days later, they signed Mark Anderson to like a $12 million a year contract for an edge rusher. Like they signed Mario Williams and they signed one of the other expensive edge rushers.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever did anything for the Bills, so it's easily forgotten. Like that would be this. You need to do more than just one big move. You probably need 4 guys at the position. And lower level contracts at edge rusher are usually like $8 million, $10 million. Like Bosa last year was not a high priced defensive end, right? Like at 12, 13 million. Like that was, that's well below market rate for the top guys. Like it's a third of it, really. So the draft picks, of course, too. But yeah, like anybody in that territory, you want to give me a reason why I should want that, and I think I'm into it.
Yeah, Bosa was 1 year, $12 million, almost 13.
Yeah,
and his cap hit, the Bills got to 5.3 because they put void years on it, and it's going to cost them.
It's cost them this year.
It's going to cost them, but that's a
$7 million this year. I think it's
that's a point for if you want to go out and acquire a Boye Mafe, like okay, what's his contract? Is it 1 year, $10 million? You can make the cap hit like 3 and push it down.
Yeah,
which lots of teams end up doing. But that's the name. So Benjamin Solak. The other names, trying to think who else he had here. He had Juwan Jennings to the Chiefs, Alec Pierce, I already mentioned, to the Patriots, Boye Mafe to the Bills, and I forget who the number 1 match was. But anyway, just kind of identifying teams that need help, teams that need to make moves at specific positions to get over the top. And then I asked you yesterday what team in the AFC is the biggest challenger to the Bills. I also thought about the NFC. Like, should we all just assume they're going to be back again?
I think they'll be good again. Back, though, as good as they were, I would really...
They were good.
They were really good.
Really good.
They were a great team. Their defense was elite. Like, I don't think their defense is probably going anywhere. But I would want to see what that offense looks like next year. And that's where, like, a small downside of having Mike Macdonald as your head coach, because he won a Super Bowl and he's maybe one of the best defensive minds in the sport. So, not saying you shouldn't want him as your head coach, but one of the smaller consequences that you have to deal with that is your offensive continuity is not going to be at the same rate that your defense is. And now they're about to have to be challenged with that. They are going to need a new play caller and a new offensive coordinator. And we've seen a lot of teams struggle to replace top-level guys like Clint Kubiak. The Lions just went through this, and they're late to the party. I don't know who their offensive coordinator is going to end up being, so that's a huge question. I mean, I'm not as worried about like if Kenneth Walker stays or goes, but he's great too.
And the guy behind him is not.
And the guy, right? So they would, I think, need to do something if they lose him. But yeah, like I would wonder if Darnold with a different coordinator will continue to play as well as he has for the last 2 years. Like, would he revert to, I don't want to think he would go all the way back to what he was with the Jets, but would he be something in between? Something in between what he was with Kevin O'Connell and Clint Kubiak?
I wonder,
and what he was with Adam Gase, if he just gets random, middle-of-the-road, nothing special offensive coordinator?
Have you seen that Adam Gase is back in the league, by the way?
No. Is he?
Yeah.
Not as a coordinator, right?
Adam Gase is back.
As what?
After a 5-year hiatus, he's joining the Chargers and as an assistant focusing on the passing game.
Oh. Didn't I say the other day that I was starting to buy into the Chargers again? That's gone away. No, it's okay. I still like Mike McDaniel. Yeah, but like, I don't know who they're going to end up on. Darnold, does he need the elite play caller, the elite offensive mind that is giving some of the answers, giving easy plays, has that scheme really cooking? Like, I don't know what he looks like if you just give him some random dude.
One would wonder how many years of being as good as he's been, because it's been 2 in a row now.
Right.
Before we just say, like, okay, we accept that he's good, and the evidence there outweighs he used to not be that good. Rappaport tweeted about Gase. Gase has worked with quarterbacks such as Peyton Manning, Jay Cutler, and Sam Darnold, setting records with Manning as OC, now set to work with Justin Herbert.
Oh my goodness.
Listing the quarterbacks that Adam Gase has worked with.
We're still out here trying to give Adam Gase credit for the Peyton Manning Broncos years. It's how we got hired twice as a head coach.
5-year hiatus. 5 years out of the league.
Jeez. Yeah, I don't. If you told me Darnold had one more good year,
then you'd buy it.
I think I'm all the way in. I think he is good. I just don't know that he is so good that he can overcome problems with his offense, because he really hasn't had to deal with much in the last 2 years that he's won. Again, he's won the Super Bowl. He's won 28 games. He's thrown for 4,000 yards and 60 touchdowns in these years. So I think he is a good quarterback. But sometimes there are these guys that are really good when everything around them is set up for you. And like Jalen Hurts is this a little bit for me. Like Jalen Hurts looks really good when he's got nice play caller, elite offensive line, elite wide receivers, elite run game. Okay, Jalen Hurts looks good. Face him with any adversity on offense. And for them, that's been play caller. That this year was, your offensive line is not as good because it's dealt with injury. And what happened? Jalen Hurts isn't that good. And I would wonder if Sam Darnold is some version of that, where you're not going to have as good of an offensive coordinator, and your line might not be as good, and your run game might not be as good, so Darnold is going to start to throw up all over himself. If he avoids that one more year, I think I'd be all the way in on him. Like that he's just a darn good great quarterback that is going to be that for the rest of his career.
Is he Purdy? Like, Purdy is now kind of accepted as, like, this guy's pretty good. He's not that level, but he's pretty good. And put him in a good offense, and he runs a good offense well, because not everybody does. I think we've kind of got an era here where the Shanahan offensive guys, the quarterbacks never get the credit.
Right.
They
and
never get
it. Purdy.
And in fact, with Darnold, he's an interesting one because he ran it with Kevin O'Connell, and he did not get the credit, and then he went somewhere else and did it again.
Yeah.
Like, all right, well, maybe this guy is worth hanging on to. Anyway, 803-0550. Joe's got trivia. We've got our shots of audio we normally do later in the show. We're going to do that 7:30. Joe Kelly's put that together. If you've never heard that segment, we have a good time with it. So our Outlet Liquor shots of audio coming up at 7:30. Guests along the way, Joe Marino, Stephen Ellis of Daily Faceoff, and Don Granado at 9. Jeremy and Joe, join us, won't you, here on WGR.